Wait.
Got it.
I
like one. Yeah.
Is that sure that's recording?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look in the right corner, it has the numbers as well, Mum. That's the time it's been recording.
Alright, thank you.
Oh yeah, who's the man?
How do I zoom in?
Let's get this. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom in.
Cool.
Halfway to zoom in.
Thank you.
A low block.
Just get some power in there.
After that last everything you know what you're going to be doing. Okay. Remember the middle. Stronger.
Left leg back, down block. Kirsty and Miss. Kirsty and Danny, take your hands back.
No good at taekwondo, but I'll join in.
Pattern in your time. Come to me. See ya.
This is a pattern of form, fixed balance points. We make sure that they're working from both sides, left to right, evenly, and we give them certain things to do called forms. And these forms are meant to be balanced throughout each grade of the belt. There's 9 grades in Taekwondo to get to black belt. Approximately takes around about 4 years to get to black belt, although sometimes it can take. I think Kirsty's been training with us for now 6 or 7 years, and hopefully this year, towards the end of the year, she's taking her first stand. So it's quite a dedicated sport to actually make sure you progress through the grades properly. We have enough different, what we call pattern or pumse, they call it in Taekwondo. For each grade, different forms. So it's not easy for them to come out and do it in front of you guys. It's bad enough doing it in front of me on my own sometimes. So give them a big round of applause when they finish. The good thing about it is you've got no idea what they're doing. So if it does go wrong, hey, you don't know anyway. So just clap. Nice, Will. That's it. Good. Taekwondo's for all ages. Keeps you physically fit, and hopefully, say you have to need it or use it, be quite proficient enough to do it. Okay, let's bring out Neil. Danny, I know you tried to come out here as well. Kirsty. Will, come up there with Kirsty. One of the things we try and do is martial arts in itself is a fighting art, and you're going to get hurt. Use as friendly as possible when we're practicing. It's called 1 for 1. It's a thing where we focus on targeting and different rotation techniques we have to use. Use the floor, hopefully they won't fall over on this, but normally we do it on a flat floor and hopefully break our ankle. Down there. Yes, like that, In a minute instruction.
Go Neil. He's quite good.
Okay. That's what we call 1 for 1 on the spot. We're now going to do 2 for 2, which is a slight movement variance. Like I say, open the floor is okay. Breathing in, breathe in.
Because of Venus, it's
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
everything, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's the
Even near
movement.
the violence.
Good dog. Time again, 2 for 2. This side will take first. Blue side. Are you ready?
Started barking, you see?
It's a defence dog if you make the rational movements.
As you can understand, it's quite tiring and zapping, especially on the floor like this. And when they finish, give a big round of applause and look at all the focuses to the head, to the body and everything. Okay, some of our lower grades are going to do some of this now, so you see how the progression is.
You don't like it when you really.
Please don't rain.
Some of our lower grades are progressing through, okay?
No, you don't like anything like that, right?
Very relaxed.
Neil, you're in the way, dude. Neil's in the way. Nice one, Steve.
Look at that. I say, doing it in front of people they've never seen before. I'm going to do a slight demonstration, small demonstration, a bit of self-defence. I won't do the knives yet. We'll get the swords later. Again, you know, self-defence is part of what we do. They call it Husinsu in Korea. It's all around really controlling your opponent and ensuring that you have the upper hand. You know, this day and age, people come up and they get hold of you, they want to punch you, you've got to be ready for everything. So I'm going to do a couple of very slow demonstrations of self-defence, and then I'll try and speed it up with Chris, and hopefully I'm not going to try and ruin his uniform on the grass. I probably won't go too far with it, but at the same time. So we've got the old-fashioned one, someone comes and grabs you by the face, straight away, without even hardly moving. Quite a lot of pain. Anyone wants to experience that anytime, please come and ask me. Again, the same sort of thing, another grab from here, striking the face down, bringing him round, controlling him totally.
I like that, that's a good move though.
Yeah, you can spruce them up a little bit, which I won't do yet a while, but once more, if we go for something like a double grab to the throat, someone trying to pin you back to the wall here, give it a nice squeeze, come on, let me feel it, come on, okay, nice and relaxed. Most people, when they're being strangle themselves by tensing their neck. So what you try to do is stay relaxed. Okay, so from here we can do other things. We're against the wall maybe, and we need to do something different. Yeah, there's all sorts of nice little moves you can manoeuvre, especially in the neck here. Nice straight finger to the throat, or again from here, taking him around this way and damaging him if we want to move quite quickly. I'm going to speed up a little bit now, so please bear with me.
Stand back.
Grab it here again. This time I'm going to go for a different type of technique from here. I'm going to take him round and snap of the neck, 3 pound of pressure on the right part of the pose will actually break the neck quite badly. We'll do something from behind. If someone comes up behind you, now in real life people don't do this. Turn around, Chris. This is what people do in real life, turn around. When they're coming at you, you're not expecting it. It hits you quite hard, yeah, and they've got you like this, and they Chris hits me quite hard, I'm going to slow down. From here, I hit him in the groin, take him round here, bring him back into this manoeuvre here, and again he's totally at my disposal if I wish to do with him. Okay? Just hate me about now. The old hair grab, someone goes in with the hair grab, grabs the hair quite strongly here, and remember that your head is stronger than his hand. So I can use that on him, like this. And again, it'll be a lot faster in real life than us to see. Okay, fair play. Again, we've got someone who grab you on the shoulder to turn you around. Again, it's understanding what you're going to do with that person. So he might go to the opposite side of me, so I have to do something totally different, and then run this way. Okay? These are all restraint techniques. A lot of them are used in a lot of the government circles now. The police have recently do a lot of, where before they'd get involved, there's a lot of takedown stuff very quickly. They use extended batons. They use the peripheral vision training they have. Midlands Police Force, quick cuffing. Quick cuff is an amazing tool. Quick cuff works like this. Now then, I've got this guy here, I can lift him up, take him down, lift him up, take him down. What it happens is the quick cuff locks the wrist here like this, and that's what it does. The quick cuff is a rotation thing that you turn and it puts you in these sort of manoeuvres.
Oh, bless you. Poor Chris.
Right, for demonstration purposes, we're using a rubber knife. Some of you that are quite old might remember Bruce Lee. One of the guys he fought in the last film was Danny Inosanto, who was a proclaimed knife expert and weapons expert. And I had the privilege of training with Danny when he came to see the Wembley Police Force. And he basically gave us all red felt pens to try and stab each other. Surprising how quick you die. Yeah. I would say 92% of all knife wounds are going to it can be quite fatal. Some of the photos we saw, someone gets stabbed in the stomach, it takes 20 seconds for that to fill up with blood. Now, it might seem a lot of time, but when it's in you, it's not a lot of time, and you'll start coughing blood, unfortunately die quite quickly. Now. And again, also through the top of the face here, I've seen one with a knife sticking out the head here. Very dangerous knife. So I don't proclaim anyone should challenge anyone with a knife, but if you've got the last choice and you've got no choice, and it's you or him, you've got to be able to do something. Now, some of the police training is all about forearm blocking. So as they come in here, they use a lot of forearms. Why? The forearm is expendable. Okay, the forearm, you can bleed quite heavily, you're not going to die. Okay, so what we try and do is make sure the body cavity is back. Someone comes thrusting in, we're trying for a lock. I'm not trying to grab his hand, I'm trying to cross his hand. This will stop the force of the blow coming at me. Here, now I can do what I want with him. From here, I'm actually going to kill him. Okay, so I'll take it through here and stick it back into him. Okay. I might not want to do that because again, it has to be what's called reasonable force. So what I might do is actually control the situation. So he comes in again, I put my body cavity back, take it down, I take it round his back, bring him back where I want him, take him down on his legs, and I can now scar him a little bit. A couple of different techniques, maybe once in the head, coming down hard from here. I want to control him again. I want to keep the knife away from me and make sure he drops it. Okay? I'm doing this nice and slow for you, but trust me, when I'm moving fast, he'll probably be flying at the same time. Like this situation, he might be swinging in, coming into me this way. Yeah? Like punching his bracket under his bicep, coming round him again, but this time take him this way round. Okay? And he'll eventually drop the knife and he's incapacitated again. As I said, knives ain't a game, and there's a lot of throwing techniques involved with this as well, but just for the day I won't do that to Chris because he's working hard. But say someone holds me up like this, they've got the knife against my throat, and I think, oh God, what am I going to do? Okay, from here, try one more. The idea is to strike his hand, you only get one shot in, I got two. From there I can take him right one in again. Last one, with the knife. As I said before, no one should ever try anything like this because the chance of him stabbing me is very high. Yeah? One of the worst things anyone does when someone comes up slashing at them with a knife is do this. So the idea is to make sure our chins are kept down because the worst thing is I tell you to look out for something. Those who know Darth Maul, have you seen Darth Maul in Jedi Star Wars?
Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine, Ray Park. Have a look at the pictures, you'll find a scar down his neck. An unreported story. What happened was there was a bit of a punch up. He'd just come back from the World Championships in China. He got into a punch up in the street, someone pulled a knife. He done exactly against his training would be, he went like that. There's this jugular by a fag paper. If you look at the photos, you'll see a 2-inch scar down his neck. He's a world champion. If they got that close to him, the rest of us could be in a lot of trouble. Okay? So last but not least, what I'm going to do now is the thrust. When someone thrusts at you, strike him this way. What I'm actually trying to try and do is I'm going to pull him this way, return him back on himself, which you'll see Stevie Seagal do. I want a big hand for my stooge in a minute because he's not expecting what's going on half the time. Okay, so as he comes in here, take him back through, around. Give a big round of applause, people. He's going to love me.
Bless him.
I work with Chris. Chris has been training with me now for I think 3.5 years. And his family, young Chris, it's a bit confusing in class sometimes. What we'll do now, so we're doing breaking. We're going to do some breaking. I'll explain what that is. Knife there. Give her a round of applause. See, that's cool. There is a trained second-hand black belt, so that's probably what you call that. Okay, this is piranha pine, I believe they call it these days. It's about 1 inch thick. I would smash one over my head, but it probably hurt. In Taekwondo, we use destruction. We're probably one of the only martial arts that do now. For focus, it just shows the focus we're putting into one applied technique. Some of you might see in the opening of the Olympics on the, I think it's going to be the 8th of August when the Taekwondo opens. The Korean Tigers are there. It's a demonstration not to be missed. They're actually amazingly worldwide. Fantastic. They'll be breaking boards half the size of this. So today we're going to attempt to smash some of these up in front of you. Sometimes the material proves harder than what the technique is, but please, if it does work, give a great round of applause. Sometimes it goes so easy, people think, oh, that was easy. When they get home, their hands are going knuckles. Okay, who's coming up first then? Lance, you? This is Lance, senior instructor at Henstridge Taekwondo. We're going to hold. Let's have Neil and Danny. Danny is Sabom Nim, he's the under instructor. We're going to, Neil can come the other side, two-way break, in front back. We're now going to show the power of Lance's arms. Okay. Now again, going back some years, who remembers Sarah Green off of Blue Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, her boyfriend, who is, I think, Mike.
Mike.
What was his surname? Mike Smith. He came up to Earls Court with us once to do a demonstration. And I said to the guy, whatever you do when you hold these boards, he wanted to be on the telly, you know, he's doing his thing for Blue Peter. Do not put your thumbs like that on the back. His thumbs reached his wrists, both of them. My God, should have heard the scream. They never showed it on Blue Peter, put it like that. Okay. So guys, remember when you hold it nice and strong. Lance, if you want to bow, do some shouting and some smashing, hopefully. If it breaks, give a round of applause. If it doesn't, oh, boo, okay? Done you now, Lance. The two-way handbrake, remember. Fixed.
We know that one.
It wasn't glued.
Lovely.
Try that again.
Oh, classic.
Sometimes it happens.
I'm glad I came now.
Plastic, that's all I
Yeah,
got.
Well, this is where they don't break now, and he's like, oh! No, Lance.
Yeah!
So they are solid. I know it's slightly bigger than, but they are quite
Let him
solid.
have a feel of that.
You well are.
Just lucky that one was a tear on the grain. You get them, they are kiln dried by the way, because otherwise if they stay so damp they go green. I remember I done a demo once and the idea was to walk out, lift the board up and punch it. Punch the board, it went up 30 feet. I brought it back, done it again. Then someone held it, by that time my hand was bleeding. Okay, so sometimes they are tough. Okay, right. Who's next?
Danny.
Danny, what are you going to do? Routine?
What do the different coloured belts signify?
Okay.
White is when they're
To make it harder for Danny,
before they've
you've got to double
graded.
them up.
Yellow is the first one you do,
Okay,
and then it goes like yellow, green, green, and then
Okay.
green, blue, then blue, red. Kirsty's
Goes
one
up.
away from black belt.
I
She's
see.
red,
I
black
get
tag.
it. Yeah, yeah. I get it. I see. Yeah.
Danny just sorting out his technique, what he wants to do. Okay? Before you start down, give him a good bow. Normally we do this bare feet, by the way, as well. It's only for the grass. Especially all the downgrade stuff, some of the breaks they have to do are quite intricate. You ready? You done it! Oh, broken fingers. Do it again, Dan.
You alright?
Remember the floor is quite uneven. Focus.
It's done two, blimey.
Felt that. I would like to be holding it, let alone kicking it.
Quite easier. I'm advising Danny to take his shoe off. It cuts a lot easier without a shoe. Trust me.
Go, Danny.
Like a bit above the right. Nice and straight.
Yay!
It's nice to show that somebody doesn't go as easy as what the thing does, right?
Yeah.
Good start.
Is Neil alright?
Go away,
Doing
Wayne.
a turning kick, a side kick.
Let's go side kick. Okay, Neil's been recently practicing this. It's a hook kick. I'm going to quickly set him up so it doesn't hit any of you in the crowd. Okay?
19 minutes.
Not this a huge crowd, but you can say.
Oh, no.
Don't put them off.
Why would I do that?
Tell you what, watching him, he's bloody good.
We're setting it up. He's never done this before, so this is a first for Neil.
Come on, Neil.
Practicing the kick the other week.
babes.
Called a hook kick. You've seen us
break
in the
your
Olympics quite a lot to try and score 5 points.
He's got a
in it.
cycle.
Right? So I'm going to make it harder for him. You guys watch your faces, it might come your way. I'm not going to hold the bottom. So he's got his
That will make
speed
it harder.
as well as accuracy.
That'll definitely make it harder. Come on, Neil, you can do this. Come on, Neil. And again.
Yeah, not as easy as people think versus the fluke.
Come on, Neil.
Come on, babes.
Come on now.
Yay! Nice one.
And next we have one of our young ladies. Young Kirsty. Go on.
Come on, Kirsty.
Go, Kirsty.
Kirsty's been training for quite a few years, some of you know. She's getting more and more dangerous.
Unless she's fighting with me.
In fact, she's got a very good ability. She doesn't realise that herself yet. When she does, she'll be unstoppable. I like to think maybe a couple of years' time she gets a black belt, she'll be competing maybe in local tournaments and maybe going national if she wishes to do that. The fighting side of Taekwondo we'll show you in a minute. It's quite a different type of martial arts. We've got the basic martial arts, we have the self-defence, the basic kicking, but the sport fighting is a totally different bag altogether, which we'll show you a little bit. First is an attempt now to jump in the air, to your shoulders.
Miles in the phone.
Can you not swear because it comes out on my recording?
I didn't swear.
You did. Oh, do you remember the last time, the first time down the road where I met you?
No, I didn't see it.
And they had,
Put it up there.
What the hell?
Mark did it. Mark did it. Come on, Kirsty.
Go,
She'll do this, she'll do this. She'll do it.
Okay,
on,
as
girl.
you might notice, for health and safety reasons, we're covering Lance's eyes, we forgot the glasses. So Lance has no idea when it's going to hit. All he's going to hear is this whoosh going past his face, and Kirsty hopefully breaking this board. Okay? Nice push.
Come on, love.
Go on,
Go on, Kirsty.
Go on, Kirsty.
Good girl. Blimey.
Okay, we'll go once more.
She's quite tall, isn't she? But
Kick you right in the ear hole.
Come on.
folks, watch out.
Yay!
Scared a little bit.
Brilliant.
Anyway, I've got to go now.
She's a natural at this.
As you can see,
That was brilliant, that was.
they're quite a bit tough, some of these bits of wood. You know, Kirsty's been training for a long time now. When she recognises full potential, she'll be very good. You know, really good. I'm told it's me now.
I'm actually losing all feeling in my arm now.
Number two. I played 18 holes of golf yesterday and I'm actually dead.
That's on the flag.
I don't like doing it with my shoes on, unfortunately. What I'm going to try here is sort of leap in here, kick this one backwards. Push on it. Actually a big jump, so I'm a bit old these days. Anything flying don't happen. Okay.
Like I've always said, depends how mad you are.
He's mad.
Trying to get it higher, then push it down lower.
I can do one of the chicken gummers then.
Move the mountain then, can't you?
My God.
Oh well, there goes nothing.
Go on, Neil.
Alright, try once more. Got it? Right, okay.
Straight in the head.
It goes straight across his nose.
I sometimes break the noses and hit me in the face quite hard, so I'm sorry about that. Okay.
I think
Right, what
I've
we'll
been
do now is
holding
we're just
it.
going to get
That noise wasn't his foot hitting it. That was him.
It looked like it went straight across his
Neil
nose.
had the right way. Mine Neil had the right
Cracked
place.
him in the nose and hit straight in the head.
I'm getting a dead arm now.
I've been recording for 24 minutes.
Okay, we've got some body armour on.
Go along. Let's move
This
the
is probably one of the last sort of things we're doing now. We're going to
Certainly
show you a
has.
bit of the sports side of Taekwondo.
Saying you're not
Again,
people
with
watch
these
them.
bits of wood,
They're good, aren't they?
quite handy keeping the fire with
Entertaining,
afterwards.
really.
No,
I was just saying after you finish, like,
yeah, you want it, it's not a problem.
Good luck.
They are quite tough. As you can see, sometimes they don't go as according to plan, that's what we're trying to do. But all these kicks and punches, the one thing you've got to breed into these people training is that they will do damage if they get it wrong to someone. And they have to be responsible and accountable for their actions. Because as a martial artist, we have quite a lot of responsibility when we use this stuff. You know, breeding that into youngsters is a good discipline because it helps them later on in life. I've worked with a lot of famous people over the years doing martial arts. I'm talking while I'm getting dressed, by the way. And you know, it's a great family to belong to. Wherever you go in the country, wherever you go in the country, you meet people that do martial arts. You go international. I have a world champion under me called Andrew Yick, who's deaf. I taught a deaf lad. He's now a world champion in Taekwondo in his field of deaf students. Trained a lot of disabled students as well in different areas. You wouldn't believe I've trained with black belts with one leg. How do they do that, you say? They have false legs and they're just as good as people with able bodies. So it is a sport for everybody. I think we're getting a bit of rain. You want to get... No, no, throw the 8 cards. Let's just get out here. It's getting a bit rainy. Good stuff, okay. These are what's called a hugu. It's a body armour. You'll see red and blue in the Olympics, okay? And what they're looking for in the Olympics now, you'll see there are studs all over them. Because what they do is now the kicks register automatically when they kick. We haven't got that luxury. The heads, they can't do that with the heads. They have judges that will push a button at the same time, and it's got to be 2 or 3 pushing the button at the same time will actually score the head kicks. This Olympics is different than the others we've been in because before we always had 2 points to the head, 1 point to the body. Got a bit stale, no one would go for it. Someone kicks you in the head now, depending on what type of kick it is, you can get 4 to 5 points. That means this person on this side has to work so hard now to regain that back. In doing so, the sport becomes more flamboyant and hopefully more flamboyant to watch as well. Okay? Okay, two. Down there. Now then, watch my hands. So Wu Wang Yu, which is turn and face the audience. Bow, and back, and left leg back. Up. Okay, we're going to keep this nice and slow. We're not trying to knock each other out. All they're looking for is just a light touch on the body armour. They'll be moving around. If you hear me say Kalio, that means stop, so I'm not happy with the ground, okay? So just try and stay quite localised. No punching to the face, because they've got no head guards or gum shields in, so please, a punch in the face often offends. Okay, left it back. You do it! It's a bit like a chess game. Although Danny went to ground, he scored a nice 2 points on Neil's Hoodoo. Again, Danny has a lot more experience, being a black belt for a few years. But Neil is one of our upcoming students. He double graded at the last grade. He put so much effort into it. I think he's lost about 2 stone, has he?
Yeah.
Training 2 stone. Nice and light. Guards up. Don't forget, if you wish to do some training, Tuesday nights over at Henstridge Hall, 6:30. You'll see these guys working out for an hour and a half. Not too hard, not too hard. Keep it light. They can get carried away, as you just saw.
You have to put that amount of pressure in there to get
Sounded
it.
good, didn't it? Yeah.
Fully.
Last bit, a bit knackered. Look at him, look at him. Khalil. Two. Down, eh? It's not easy on this floor, guys. Seriously. Okay, just to finish off, before we bring everyone out, everyone come out and line up with the class quickly. Got 2 there.
It must be
Now then,
freezing.
people often say to me it's a martial art. How does that help you in a fight? Well, one, it does speed up your reaction. But one thing I like to show people is the situation is this. Hold it tight, nice and tight. You can be in a situation you've got to throw a punch quick, and that's what you get. That's from training. You don't get that from just brute force and ignorance. People punch wrong, they break their hands. Okay? You've only got to have a slight twist to the left, to the right, and that will break your hand, it will shatter your wrist, scaphoid, up your arm, radius. So when you need to punch someone, it needs to be trained ready. Hence why I just showed you that one. On that note, it's raining. I think we all need to go inside. Class ready? Give a big round of applause, please, people. Thank you for coming out. To help the heroes.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, well, some of them have travelled a long way and some of them have been quite local, but again, we're training tomorrow, anyone, 9 o'clock in the morning, down in Poole, okay? Class ready?
Yep. Down there.
You want a Kodak moment?
Yeah.
Together.
Oh, that's good.
Spin you round over there, just put my shoe on.